Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Before I start my speech, I would like to share something. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the supermarket and buy some books. There has one book that catch my attention. That book is about the emotional abuse, and the writer mentioned there have many emotional abuse on a child. There are physical abuse and emotional abuse, and I have read about the child emotional abuse. This is one of the important things that everyone must know, so I'm going to share about this. Good morning, distinguished guests. I'm Christina from Trivia Learning Center. As I mentioned my topics, I divided into three parts. Part one is what are the reasons of this problem, and part two is consequences effects on the child, and part three is how to cure your children from this problem. According to the facts, children can be emotionally abused by everyone, like other adults, family members, but most of them are likely abused by their parents. This is pretty pitiful but deadly true. Emotional abuse is an ongoing emotional maltreatment on a child which can have a persistent negative effects on a child emotional health and development. I don't mean to tell every parent, but in 100%, 50% of parents are abusing their children without knowing themselves. Therefore, what are the reasons for this problem? I want to mention three reasons because they have many more reasons, but these three reasons are more likely to happen between parents and children. They are ignoring the child, not responding to a child's emotional needs, and telling the child that they aren't good enough. Let me give you some example. Ignore the child. Sometimes we have to ignore our child because we have to do more important things. But when you ignore someone, that becomes your habit, a bad habit. So if you ignore your child more than one time, you won't respond to their emotional need because you don't exactly know what they need. So you just replace their need in a wrong way, like buying their favorite things or giving more pocket money. But they don't want that. They actually want your care, love, and attention from you. But you don't know to give them your love, to show your love, because you have been ignored them for a long time, and the relationship between you and your children becomes strict and cold. Thus, they think that my parents don't love me anymore. That thought disturbs them a lot. So they can focus on everything that they do, especially in their education. So they got lower marks, don't want to participate in any sport, and don't want to do any activity with other children. Imagine yourself as a parent. When you see your kids like that, you are definitely disappointed to them because every parent wanted to see their children on top at everything like sport, education, and so on. So when you see your kids is like that, you are definitely disappointed and angry at them. You will scold them by using bad word. That bad word can make them feel sad. However, they want to show that they don't care whatever it is because they want to ignore them like what you did. Even though when they try their best, you don't encourage them anymore, and you don't encourage them anymore, and then you tell them you have to try more and more. So because of you don't understand their feelings, so they thought that they don't love us anymore, so we don't have to try and we don't have to get great marks for them. So this child has been in an emotional abuse. Because of the emotional abuse, they have consequences effects on the child. The symptoms are like depression, anxiety, suicide thought, drug or alcohol use, and the last one is family arguments. If you check children's mental health, you can see that 18% of them has a drug or alcohol use, and 10% of them have depression and anxiety, and 5% of them has family argument. Emotional abuse children feel that nobody loves them, so they feel that hopeless and helpless. That's why when they can't control their emotions anymore, the last thing they do is to suicide themselves. So we must protest as much as we can. So we all know what is emotional abuse and the bad effects on a child. So how can we cure them? Most of the people cure them in a two way. One is really bad and they have many disadvantages because most of the parents think that it's a shame of the family. They feel embarrassed about this. They don't think for their children anymore. They scold them and punish them and give a pressure them to escape from this situation. And some of the families send their children to the mental hospital. This is really bad, and these are not going to make your kid getting better. These are push your kids to suicide themselves as much as they can. So another one is few of the parents try to understand their children and they deal with them softly. This way can help the children more effectively. We also need the doctor help, but parents also need to cure them by this way. Now we all know what is child emotional abuse and the bad effects and how to cure them. So I hope everyone can get the message that I want to show, and we have to protect our future generation as much as we can. I hope every family can have a warm and lovely relationship between each other. Thank you everyone for your attention.
Peter, 10 regular comment for Christina.
7 minutes and 18 seconds.
Okay, Christina, thanks for your sharing. Also, as I listened to your speech, I realized that many parents are abusing their children, right? Okay, I have to be careful. So, thank you for reminding us, reminding all the parents here. So, for my comments, first of all, I would like to comment on the use of, since you are learning English, I would like to comment to you on the use of English grammar. So when you give speech, of course, sometimes it is even, very high people also can make mistakes, right? But since you are in the learning process, you should be careful of using the grammar. So it should be grammatically correct, right? For example, from the first beginning itself, they have a book, right? No, you should use not there have. There was, no? Was, there is, there was, right? Okay, you quite often use about that. They have, right? I realized it. Okay, then the use of the grammar should be very meticulously careful in the work. I'm telling you because you are in the learning process, right? Okay, secondly, that when you give speech, especially when giving speech, right? So you are not you are not giving a speech looking what you have written. But whatever it is, it should not be what you are giving to the audience, what you have got by heart, right? It should not be, when you give speech, it should not be something like you are giving speech what you have got by heart. It should be come out automatically, right? Okay, that's should be careful. And then construction of the speech is very good because it from the reason or the facts of psychological abuse, right? Emotional abuse, from the fact consequences, what could happen when a child is emotionally abused, and how to cure. Of course, you give a little short attention on how to cure. It's too short. Overall, the speech is very good. I like it, and please continue. Okay, try hard. All the best. Thank you.